Hey guys, Twice here with another deck profile. This one is actually an updated version of a very old deck that we put up on the channel a long time ago, probably around like October of 2013.
Something like that.
Yeah, anyway, I've got Odd here. This is his deck. This is going to be Break Ride Galactic Beast Zeal. Set 13 brought some really cool support for the monsters, along with a new Break Ride, Original Saber Zero, so I think Odd is going to start us off here, so go ahead.
So, to start off, of course, is the Larva Beast Zeal, just the starter for the ride chain. Now, this is going to be in every Zeal deck. If it's not, that's just silly.
Yeah.
What it does is, when you ride the Grade 1 Zeal, you get to look at the top 7 cards of your deck for the Grade 2 or 3 Zeal. So that's always good. And if you ride a Dimension Police that's not Zeal on top of it, you just bring it to a rear guard like most other starters.
So just a convenient Generation 3 insertion. Triggers.
So next are triggers. I actually run for this deck. You'll see why in a little bit. I actually run 8 stand triggers and 8 stand triggers, 4 crit, 4 heal. I run just four regular ones and then 4 guide dolphins, since you can put it into the soul to give 3,000 power to a unit. Always good.
Yep. And yeah, you'll see why a little bit later.
As for crits, I run these just because I've never changed them. It doesn't really matter what crits you run in this deck.
If for whatever reason it can go in the soul, it can help.
Yeah.
I guess.
And then, of course, 4 heal triggers.
Always and forever obligatory.
So next we have Grade 1 Zeal.
4 of those.
4 of those. What Grade 1 Zeal does is, when you have the Grade 0 in the soul, it gains 1,000 power passively, and when you ride the Grade 2 on top of it, your opponent's Vanguard loses 3,000 power. That's kind of the whole deal with this deck. Getting rid of the opponent's power.
Yeah. Also, I mean, having that AK vanilla is really nice, just on the first Grade 1 ride. Yeah. And you can kind of put like a Psychic Gray or something behind it.
Yeah. Speaking of which, next is Psychic Gray.
Good booster for this.
6k base power, but when the opponent's Vanguard has 8,000 or less power, it boosts for an additional 4,000, so it's a 10k booster. But it's only when it boosts the Vanguard.
Let's move forward a little bit. There you go.
So
yeah,
that's why I only run 2 of it.
Yeah, you never want to run too many of these special Vanguard boosters, but he does help a lot.
Yeah. Next are 3 Karen Road Daisies, 8k vanillas, always good to run, always good in a column with the very reason we run stand triggers in this deck.
Yeah.
And of course, 4 perfect guards, Diamond Ace.
Because he's OG.
Yeah. Next, the Grade 2 Zeal. Again, like its Grade 1 counterpart, it gains 1,000 power, but it has the Grade 1 in the soul, and when you ride the Grade 3 on top of it, the opponent's Vanguard loses 3,000 power.
Just that consistent minus power.
Yep.
Yeah, it can really cause a problem for your opponent early game. And 4 of them for consistency, of course.
Yeah. Because you want to get the ride chain. You just always do.
It is really helpful.
Next are 4 Assault Monster Gunrock.
Awesome attacker.
When it's just an 8,000 base, but when the opponent's Vanguard has 8,000 or less power, it swings for an additional 3,000. Of course, that's when it attacks a Vanguard, I believe.
Yeah.
Actually, just whenever it attacks something with 8,000 or less power.
So still, that can be a rear guard. Like if your opponent has like a 10k swinger, like a K clone in the front, then it's easy to kill that because it has that 11k base.
Yeah.
So just the generic attacker for Zeal, I guess.
It's pretty good. Next are 4 Fusion Monster Bugreed or Buglead, however you want to pronounce it.
From set
I've always known it as Buglead, but that's because of card fight area. What it does is, when it attacks an opponent's Vanguard, if they have 8,000 or less power, when you hit, you can draw a card.
Yeah. Just another one of those really good.
Just consistent card draw for a deck that doesn't have much.
Yep. And some good pressure, too.
Yeah.
Your opponent does not want you to get that extra draw. And then, of course...
Yeah. Next, I'll go over the reason you run stand triggers. I run, in this deck, 3 Miracle Beauties. Now, what Miracle Beauty does is, this is actually something that will catch most people off guard, because it's not really common in the decks, as far as I'm aware anyways, is when this unit stands, you also stand the unit behind it.
It's like a beast eating strategy.
Pretty much. So you attack with it. You attack with it on one. So you have 2 of those and 2 Karen Red Daisies behind them on your 2 rearguard columns. Yep. Attack with both of them. Drive check with your Vanguard. Get 2 stands. You have your entire field back standing again, with the exception of your Vanguard.
And what's great is that, especially the reason that you run Karen Royd is because, like, she's 10 boosted by 8, so that's 18. That's good against cross ride.
Yeah. Plus, with all the minus power this deck has, that's strong.
Yeah, and especially once you get that stand trigger and she restands with like 23, well, there you go. Even more so against a minus Vanguard or even just regular cross ride.
Yeah.
So yeah, it definitely can come in handy for some late game pushes. And those 8 stand triggers do really just give it the most benefit.
Yeah. Next are the 2 break rides. Original Saver 0. When you ride a unit on top of it, it gains 10,000 power, and the opponent's Vanguard loses 5,000 power.
Yep.
Also, it gains 2,000 power when it's boosted, when it's attacking.
Yep. Also a good reason to have Karen Royd.
Yeah.
Because it'll swing for 21 if it's boosted by her.
Yep.
And what's great is that, like, if you combo that with the limit break for Zeal,
which you can do very easily, seeing as Original Saver 0 doesn't cost any counterblasts.
Yeah, then immediately you've got a full field and
your opponent's lost 10,000 power.
And that's
if you have the Miracle Beauties on the field, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, especially, I mean, if you can restand columns, if you, for whatever reason, get 2 stand triggers, I mean, your opponent is done. Like, that's a lot of guard that they're forcing out.
Yeah.
And that's something that I liked about the 0 Zeal combo, is against reversed Ayusha, is that reversed Ayusha does take 2 rear guards out of the picture on your field, plus he does kind of make you commit to a full field, and this does too, but at least with this one you can have a really strong full field and get the full minus 10.
Plus, you're also not limited to only dimensional robos and can have the freestanding columns.
Exactly, so that's why I like Zeal makes better use of older support.
Also, while we're on the subject, might as well talk about Zeal.
And
actually show it.
The boss card of the deck. So, so why run 3? Do you think?
I only run 3 because I want as many chances to get Miracle Beauty as I can without running too many of them, and I don't want to run 9 grade 3s in this deck because
that's too many.
It's too many.
And I mean, because you can search him out with the grade 1 ride, it means that he's a little bit easier to get.
Yeah.
And and plus he's not a good card to have on the rear guard because he is only 10k.
Yeah.
So he's like a Vanguard exclusive.
He does gain 1,000 power due to the ride chain when he's on Vanguard.
Yeah, so that's what I think makes him viable in this meta, because he does have that 11k base. He has, solid support that is like committed to the minus in power, and he does combo really well with the break ride.
Yeah.
So
his actual effect is Counterblast 2 and subtract 1,000 power from the opponent's Vanguard for each rear guard you have.
Yeah. So a full field is necessary to get the full benefit. But But
at times, even just 1,000 will make a difference.
It can very easily make a difference between, like, if your opponent has 11k Vanguard and, the minus 1,000 power, well, now even a 15k attack, which is pretty easy to get, is going to force out a 10k shield. Mm-hmm. So, just these little increments of power can make a difference. But, I know that this is one of your oldest decks. Why do you think you like this deck so much?
Honestly, it's just because, for the way this deck works, is because no one expects what this deck has because of the Miracle Beauties.
Yeah, I think that's...
It catches people off guard by the freestanding columns.
Yep, and the minusing power just kind of adds to that.
Yeah.
And it was such a unique skill when it came out, because there was nothing else that kind of subtracted power from your opponent. So I think this was definitely a really unique card when it came out.
Yep.
brought a little different flavor to Dimension Police. But anyway, so that's been Odd's Zeal deck. Definitely one of his favorites, and you know, just a Team Zenith original kind of brought back to life with some of the Set 13 support. So thank you guys for watching. Let's thank Odd for the deck, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more Team Zenith. We have some stuff coming out, and we would like you to be there for that stuff. So anyway, thanks again for all the support you've given us thus far. Have a great day, and goodbye.